Salute fam, this is your brother Usman. I'm going to talk a little bit today about trust. Trusts are very important, specifically for the climate that we're in now. One of the reasons being is because trusts are asset protection devices and they help you build wealth. Now, most people don't realize that the personal power a trust can create. A trust is like a person that can do the same things for you that you can do for yourself. And this is one of the reasons why a trust is deemed a person, a juridical person. Okay, in my course, I explain all of the law supporting why a trust is deemed a person. All right. Now, think of it this way. A trust can have a bank account, credit cards, property, and even sue someone in court. Now, this person that can do all these things is dedicated to doing these things solely for you. So this person, this trust, can acquire property, businesses, accounts, rights to intangible properties, you name it, and you control it all. And your name does not have to be on any of these acquisitions. Yet you have the full control of these properties, whatever they may be. So let me give you a glimpse into the power of a trust because I don't think people quite understand. If you've ever been taken to court by the state, you see on the caption it says the people versus you, or the state versus you. The people are not actually the people of that state. And if the caption says the state, it's not actually the state that is suing you. In both cases, it is a trust suing you. So when you hear of defendants fighting the state based on objection to jurisdiction, it's because they are in the position to challenge a fictional entity, a juridical person, bringing charges against them being a living being. So when you form a trust, your own juridical person, you gain the same potential power. This is the backdrop of what people generally know a trust to be, but it's rarely discussed because it seems really complex. All right. When you conduct business for yourself and you run around giving your social security number to every Tom, Dick, and agency you deal with, you leave a commercial digital footprint all over the place. And the more you do that, the easier it is for someone to get a keyboard and read your whole life story, have access to your whole life story. All right. Trust can eliminate that footprint and slide you into a private zone where you can only expose what you want to expose. All right. Also, here we go. Trusts can be spiritual instruments. Now, I know that sounds wild, but let me show you something. Here are two books. The Art of Passing the Buck, Volume 1. The Art of Passing the Buck, Volume 2. Now, this book number 2 is very extensive. I'm going to show you the price. That is the price of the book. So this is not a fly-by-night book. These people have, as I said before, over 20 years of experience in trust law. They have even a court case where they fought the Department of Justice on behalf of the IRS to make sure that these books were able to be distributed, because the IRS attempted to ban these books. And you can even go to the court case where the injunction was filed against them. Okay. So I bring this up just to let you know what type of study and what type of knowledge and competency is behind these books. All right. Now I want to go to an excerpt from this book. Okay. And as we read here, we'll see. Nevertheless, if you as grantor take care to pass on your spiritual values to your trustees and children, you will give them irreplaceable essentials of your own soul. Okay, so again, this excerpt is from this book. This is basically a book. This particular book doesn't have the law background that this one does. This volume 2 has the laws that have been researched to support this book being written, to support all of the assertions made by the book concerning trust law, concerning many laws of commerce. And so you'll find a great deal of law between the two. And I basically call them law books because trust law is law. So now, if we look at it from that perspective, why do we find a spiritual excerpt in law books? We find spiritual references in books at law because this particular law deals with what manifests between groups of people when they confide in each other from the heart and from the mind for the benefit of their future. Damon Dash said he hustles for his last name. Jay-Z said he bought artwork worth $2 million and he can't wait to give it to his children. We can see the connection between the excerpt from the book and these two statements from brothers who are living it. Now, I'm not agreeing with this excerpt simply because they said it. I'm agreeing because I live it. I see the power to impress upon those working with me values of business and generational cohesion because we see the strides we're making because we're working together. If you at any degree in touch with the social climate, you'll understand how important trust is. You'll understand how important it is to interface with commerce with a go-between, with a middleman, so that you retain some sort of protection. All right? If you're not familiar with trust, there's cursory information all over the internet on it. Just Google it. Of course, you can ask me questions and refer to my video, how to establish a trust account. Though it doesn't give the basics on trust, it will give you an idea of the protective measures you can take by using a trust. All right? So again, any questions, reach out.